Question: what is the number one grocery savings tip that I could offer you today? Back in a minute. Hi, this is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. That is precisely what we're going to do, talk about saving money. Where? At the grocery store. But if you are brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a veteran viewer and subscriber here, sincere and humble, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're just dropping by to say hello, hello, hope you come back one day and stick around. I really, really do appreciate every single one of you. In fact, I'm not even going to have you wait around for the number one tip that I could offer you on this day. The number one secret to arming yourself at the grocery store is, ta-da, plan simple meals. What? Yes, as much as humanly possible. If you can sit down, this is where meal planning comes in handy, especially for those who don't really like the idea of meal planning. Listen, if you sit down with a pen, paper, on your computer, on your tablet, on your smartphone, I don't care where you sit down, write down for the next 7 days. Let's just say you're working with 7 days or 5 days, whatever days you want to work with. Come up with meals that comprise themselves of only, let's say, 2 to 3 ingredients maximum. Let's think about this for a second. There's so much logic to that. So much logic. The less ingredients you need, the less ingredients you have to pay for. The less ingredients you have to use, again, and the cycle continues. The thing is, you have to be creative. You can make something as simple as sandwich night, let's say 2 to 3 times out of the 7 days out of the week. Make sandwich night. Ingredient number one that more than likely you have every single day laying around your house is bread. Sliced bread, rolls, hot dog rolls, hamburger rolls, whatever. Biscuits that you can make on your own, things of that nature. Then put a simple item in there. It does not have to be elaborate. Many people make the mistake of always having to do the elaborate stuff, when in truth and in fact, you don't need it. Some of my favorite meals are the most simplistic meals. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you have just cubed up leftover ham, okay? And all you need is that bread. And you have a bunch of eggs laying around. Wait a minute. You can make up a whole bunch of ham and eggs. And if you want, if you have some leftover, let's say you have some leftover chopped green or red pepper laying around, and you always happen to have either onion powder or like a half an onion laying around, if you happen to have it. You could fancy it up and you could make a beautiful hero and you could cut that up. Was that hard? No. Did it cost a lot of money? No. How about a night where you have something as simple as pork and beans and a frankfurter, even without the bread? Some people buy a product where it contains the pork and beans and a chopped up frankfurter in it. Okay, it's convenient, but who's to stop you from using your own pork and beans that you have available and just chop it up your own frankfurter or your kielbasa sausage, whatever. Keep it simple, sweetie. I'm telling you, that is the number one thing. I also included some other tips. Don't be a snob when it comes to tea. I like regular tea. Don't get me wrong, I'll try the others. And recently I have noticed I do enjoy like the orange tea, orange spice. I like it. I'm not in love with it. Will I have it often? Not really. But if it's there, I'll take it. But it is really good. I'm not going to lie to you. But my basic favorite tea is just that, basic. And speaking of which, why should I spend $4.99 plus on the same item? You could get this, and someone blessed me with this, 100 tea bags for a whopping $1 at their local dollar store. That is a steal of a deal. Don't be a tea snob. I'm telling you. Let's see. Use meal extenders, pasta, rice, things of that nature. If you always have pasta, rice, or beans in your home or apartment, You will always have the ability to stretch every single meal component that you can. You can do this. Did you ever have at the end of the month, or you just couldn't get to the grocery store, just enough to like squeak by and like literally squeak by, but you have more people than resources at that moment? This is where soup components come in. Do not throw away bouillon. Do not throw away bones. These are all the things that you can make stocks and soups and stews out of. Those ramen noodle packets, those little packets that come with your ramen noodles. Many times people just want to use the noodle for another purpose and they don't want the packet. Put a little container on the side, collect those little packets. You will be amazed at the great soups and stews and flavor enhancers that you can absolutely get totally use out of. The other thing, let me make sure I have the right other thing so I don't repeat myself. Oh, definitely. This is a great recipe. And I want to thank Lynn Wilson on this one. Elbow pasta. She is absolutely right. I didn't really pay much attention to it, but Lynn pointed something out. That elbow pasta seems to stretch more than other pastas. You could do so many things with it. Definitely make salads. Here's a very inexpensive salad to make. Do you happen to have mayonnaise? Do you happen to have elbow pasta? Do you happen to have some eggs? Hard boil those eggs, chop an onion into it, use your favorite dressing. Maybe you like it with mayonnaise. Maybe you don't. Maybe you like to use, let's say, some leftover Italian dressing. Whatever it is, put it in there. Things that will expand the meal. And eggs are very, very versatile. You could do a ton of stuff with eggs. Just saying. Let me find my other page. Okay, as I said here, make friends with the humble egg. You only need maybe 2 or 3. Just saying, if you're going to make that salad. All right, chicken drumsticks. Let chicken drumsticks become your friend. Remember I mentioned the other day, even if you are a family of one, don't hesitate to purchase the family pack. Those family packages of chicken drumsticks are really a bargain. If you enjoy chicken and you don't want to be bothered cutting up a chicken or anything, chicken drumsticks are the way to go. You could just easily use those that shake type coating, but you don't even have to buy that. There is a way to make that coating. I want to get that and do a separate show on how to make that kind of coating and a few other recipes that instead of buying them, you can easily make them at home and you make them for a song. So what could be easier than let's say putting that in the oven? You don't have that rub. You could also just roll the chicken in a little bit of mayonnaise and then roll that into flavored or seasoned breadcrumb. And then what you could do is easily put in a baked potato in the oven, and you could put in some green beans. You could put or corn, whatever you prefer. All these little dishes you could put in at once, okay? You could put it in at once. The chicken's going to take longer, so let's say you have about 20 minutes left to go. You could pop the potato's going to take longer too. But the vegetables, to heat it up, you could just put that in a separate thing in the oven while you're running your oven at the same time. Do everything at the same time. Consolidate it. Those big family packs you could get really, really great prices on, and divide and conquer. One night you can make chicken soup. One night you can do chicken stew. One night you just have the drumsticks as I just described. You can do this. It doesn't take much ingenuity, but it does take planning. But the best secret of all, work with very low ingredient recipes. Keep it simple. What are you trying to prove with the fancy schmancy 10 ingredient recipe things? Not much. There you go. Anyway, I'm going to close the show out and I'll be back with a wave. Hey, listen, do us all a favor. Please kindly share this video to others. There may be a person who might be too embarrassed to admit that they're struggling with their budget. Show them the video, put it on your wall, wherever you are, if you can. Share my videos. The whole idea is to help other people. You'll be helping them, And that also ends up helping me too. So let's help each other out. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate who? You. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more savings tips and tricks, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. Eastern, with the exception of Tea Tuesday, of which I come on at 10 a.m. Eastern. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care, everybody. Bye-bye.